Hey guys, Zach here, and this is going to be a quick video on how to unhook from that one person that pisses you off. They don't get it. They need to change. Because I got a message the other week. I got a couple of messages actually saying, Zach, can you hypnotize me to, forget about this person? Can you hypnotize me to, never think of this person again? I'm like, I can't hypnotize you to forget someone. You can't do that. But what I can do is I can definitely help you from unhooking from the emotion from that, from the reaction. Because you've got to realize people aren't going to change. People always say, this person needs to change. You've got to realize they're not going to change. You can't control another human being. You can only control what's within you, the reaction that you give it. Because you have complete control of the reaction. And people and no one can do anything to you emotionally without your permission. It's your permission. The one thing that we've got in this world, that we can move our arms and we can move our legs, but the one thing that we've got also is attaching whatever meaning we choose to whatever someone says. Most people, like someone says like this, you're an idiot, and someone's like, oh, they called me an idiot. And it's a reaction, right? It's a reaction. You're reacting. What if you're proactive? And you had the meaning saying, cool, that person's obviously thinking they're an idiot themselves. Because whatever you say to someone else is just a reflection of what's going on in your own head. If someone's angry, they're angry with themselves. You can disconnect from that. If someone's not being, heartfelt to you and loving, they're not being heartfelt and loving to themselves. Because everything that you do to other people, if you're loving to other people, you're loving to yourself. And I know that. I know that for a fact. I coach people every single day. And every single client that they get is just a reflection of them. If the person's struggling with money, I always say, oh, wait, are you struggling with money? And they're like, yeah, I am. It's a reflection. And the cool thing about it is whatever's going in your external world, it's a representation of what's going in the internal world. So if we can get the metaphysical, which is the mindset, inside our minds to connect to love and to connect to whatever someone does, it's not who they really are. It's just the behavior that they're doing. And you've got to make the distinction. A human being is not their behavior. Anyone can be angry. I've been angry before in my life. I've been super angry before. But does that make me an angry person? No. Have I been depressed sometimes in my life? Yeah, I've been depressed. Most of my high school was. But is that who I am? No way. I'm so much more than that. I'm so much more than a behavior. And once you can detach yourself from that and say, I'm so much more than that. I'm so much more. I'm not going to identify myself as just one thing. I'm not an emotion. I'm not happy. I'm not super excited. I can feel happy and super excited, but that's not who I am. I can identify myself as anything. That's what Bruce Lee was once saying. What did Bruce Lee say? Be like water. Be flexible. When water goes into a cup, it becomes the cup. You can be anything that you want in this world. You can choose whatever you want to be. If you want to feel sexy, just own sexy. Own that as your identity. I am sexy, and you'll feel that. If you want to feel, super excited, start telling yourself, I'm super excited. And guess what? You'll start to feel excited. Because whatever you constantly speak, you become. So whatever you say out loud over and over again, that's who you become. And most people say, I'm an introvert. I'm an introvert. And they lock into that. I'm an introvert. So am I. But I can be an extrovert too. I can be whatever I want to be. Because I can choose to be whatever I want to be. And so many have so many limitations on this, saying, I can't be that. That's not who I am. I can't go out and express myself. Yes, you can. That's a belief that you've got to wipe out. And you've got to realize when someone's doing something to you on the external world, you have complete permission to let that go. Because so many people hate towards people. This person doesn't get it, so I choose to hate them. I've got this hate towards them. And they don't forgive them. I always so frustrated with whatever you've done in your past, whatever you've done, you've got to forgive them. Because you've got to realize, yes, you might have done something wrong to someone in the past, but if you just go and apologize from a sincere place, you're forgiving that part of you. And do you know what? If they choose to hold on to it, it's their shit. It's completely their shit. And they're in victim. So you're actually in victim mode if you don't choose to accept the forgiveness. It doesn't mean you have to be best friends with them again. But what's the point in holding on to this and not forgiving them? Hating someone's like drinking poison and waiting for them to die. What's the point in having an internal conflict inside when you can just decide, hey, I'm just going to forgive them? Doesn't mean I have to go up to them and say, I forgive you. It's just a simple process. And I can give you a process right now. If there's someone in your life that you're not forgiving, just close your eyes. And as soon as you close your eyes, you've just got to obviously close your eyes and just imagine that you can see him, because our brain can't tell the difference between something we physically imagine or what we actually experience. So I want you to close your eyes, and as soon as you feel anger towards that person, you just like, straight away it's that reaction. It's just a conditioning. You just got that program inside your mind, and that program can leave how fast as it comes in. So all you got to do is close your eyes, and all you got to do is just say what you feel towards that person. Maybe you've got anger. Just see that person as you close your eyes and say, you know what, you did this to me, you did this, and let the anger out, because so many people hold in their emotions. What my job is to do is to help people release them, express them, because you don't want to hold on to things and repress them, because they'll come out in other areas. You think, why was I so angry? And then you feel sad about it. And the reason was because you're not expressing yourself fully. And once you start expressing yourself fully, you start to feel happier. Expression or depression, make your choice. If you want to express yourself, you feel happy. If you want to be depressed, you'll stay in that frame. But what you're doing is you're closing your eyes, and all you're doing is letting them out. And then at the end, you're just saying, I forgive you. And you're going from that. And most people, when they do this, they cry. They feel emotion towards it. And then do you know what? There's usually a cord between them, and then they cut the cord and let it go. Because as soon as they let it go, you are free again. You don't have that anger towards that one person. And believe it or not, people aren't even aware of this. You're not even aware of this. And some people aren't even aware. Some people aren't even aware of what they're doing. Someone can be so angry towards you, and they're not even aware that they're hurting you. But you're reacting to it and say, they should be like this. They're going to be whatever's their truth. You have no right to even say what they should be like. So my one message to you right now is let go of any kind of anger towards someone that's hurt you. Because the more you hold on to it and the more you've got that anger towards it, just let it go. You'll be so much happier once you let go of that bullshit that you hold on to yourself. Because if you can forgive them, it allows you to forgive yourself. Forgive that one person, the one person that you might hate towards, and just say they were going through a dark stage, they made a few mistakes, but that's not who they really are. I'm going to look at them as the best version of themselves and realize, yes, they might be sad, they might be lonely right now, but I'm going to look at them as the true pureness of what they are. Because when you can really forgive someone, even Nelson Mandela, how can you get locked away for 27 years? 27 years, and he didn't even do anything wrong. And he comes out not wanting to kill anyone, but he becomes president. How can someone do that? It's forgiveness, it's compassion, it's letting go of the anger. And if you read his stuff, at the start he was angry. Then he chose to forgive. Because it allowed him to forgive himself. If you can start forgiving yourself, your world will flow with you. Things will start happening. Magic will start happening. But once you've got all this resistance and anger, you can't see a happy moment. If you want to be happy and fulfilled in your life, forgive the people that have hurt you. It's not about forgiving them and saying, yes, I'm your best friend again. It's forgiving them so you can forgive yourself. It's all to do with you at the end of the day. Because if you can make you happy, you have the ultimate opportunity to make other people happy as well. So I hope you got some value from this message. Go out there, forgive it. Do a few processes on yourself by closing your eyes and seeing that person and forgiving them. Detach it, and I promise you that reaction won't be there because you've worked on the internal work. Once you start working on the internal work, the external will follow that. And as soon as that happens, magic will start happening in your life. You will get what you want. You'll live your life in the present moment, and life will flow through you. That's what you want life. Quick message out. Forgive that person. Much love out. Boom.